Guys, let's go. Let us go. Let us talk about the so-called group of death, Group B, where Liverpool topped the group. And I did read that they became the first English team to win all 6 group matches. That's a pretty neat achievement there, if you ask me, Liverpool. It's pretty good. Pretty good. I did underestimate Liverpool, where I predicted Atletico Madrid to top the group, Liverpool second, Porto third. I did predict AC Milan to come in last. So at least I got those last 2 predictions right. Do I get any points for that one? No, no points. I didn't get them all right. No points at all. But Liverpool absolutely decimated this group. I thought it would have been closer. Wasn't at all. Liverpool said, I don't want to be no friends with nobody in here. I don't like y'all. I'm going to destroy every team. Best defense in the group. Best attack in the group. 17 goals scored, 6 conceded. 18 points. Even when Liverpool didn't try, they won. That's how bad the other teams were. But not because the other teams were bad while Liverpool prevailed. They were also very good. Let's keep it 100. They were very good. You see what I'm saying? And Liverpool, along with Ajax and Bayern Munich, go on to have 1,000% record in the Champions League this season. 1,000. Not 100, but 1,000. They did good. They did good. They did good. They did better than my team, City. They did better than the other English teams in Man United and Chelsea. So the Liverpool fans have all right to feel very bullish about their chances of winning Mr. Big Ears once again. Right? Where if they manage to do so, you won't be able to shut them up until 2030 or so. Right? But anyways, what a group, man. Group of death. When the draw happened, people talked about the fact that Liverpool, how many Champions Leagues they won, how many Porto won, and AC Milan as well, right? I think this group had about 15 Champions League titles total in there, if I'm not mistaken. Atleti have made it to 2 finals as well. So a lot of quality. But didn't work, didn't turn out to be any group of death at all. Atleti 0, Porto 0. Liverpool 3, AC Milan 2. That was a brilliant game. That was a good game. Liverpool 5, Porto 1. Atleti 2, AC Milan 1. I remember there's some controversial things that happened in some of these matches as well. Porto 1, AC Milan 0. Atleti 2, Liverpool 3. That one was a good one too. Liverpool, you really entertained. You entertained. Milan 1, Porto 1, Liverpool 2, Atleti 0. Milan 1, Atleti 0. Atleti, they were very inconsistent, still managed to get out the group. I thought they were going to finish last. Liverpool 2, Porto 0. And it brings us to match day 6 that we're going to get into right now. AC Milan 1, Liverpool 2. Come from behind win for Liverpool, even though they didn't really try to win the game. And Porto 1, Atletico Madrid 3. That was a feisty affair. That was a controversial affair. Let's talk about Porto 1, Atletico Madrid 3. So, he had a few red cards in this game. A few. Marcusson was sent off from the bench, and Wendell off the bench was sent off for stupid tackle. Yannick Carrasco was first sent off after hitting somebody, elbowing player as far as I could remember. It was dumb football. Dumb football all over the pitch by both teams. Both teams. Dumb football. I think Porto played well in the first half, but then Atleti really came to life in the second. Luis Suarez, you can take a look at the lineup here. Suarez started, but subbed off very early. And he cried. He actually cried tears, real tears. Real tears, man. But he ended up getting joy at the end of the game. Really did. You got to give it to Atletico Madrid here. Because if you look at their team, Kondogbia and Shimi Vasalico as center backs. The team currently ravaged by injuries. Hermoso has been a preferred left back over Renan Lodi. Marcos Llorente. Liverpool fans may remember him. He played right back, very, very versatile. The team hampered, especially in defense. And this Porto team, man, missed way too many chances, man. I'm telling you. Mehdi Taremi. It's all coming back to me. Some baby shots at goal. He should have scored at least. Porto could have actually won the game. They could have won the game. They could have done what they needed. They could have actually qualified for the next round by even picking up a draw. They were in that position. A draw was all they needed. But they just made some dumb decisions. When I say dumb, I mean dumb decisions, man. Look, Griezmann with the goal, Kondogbia with the flick on from a Tomalema corner, and Griezmann with a tap-in the 56th minute. Poor defending. But they were still in the game. That's the thing with Porto. They were in the game. Carrasco got sent off. They were in the game. And I don't understand how you have a big game like this and you make so many dumb decisions. Stupid. I'm using the correct words here. Very stupid. Right? You're 1-0 down, and then the football gods help you out by sending off Carrasco. Violent conduct, right? A little fight there, a little lash out. All you have to do, okay, we got about 23 minutes here. Let's get the one goal that we need back and go through to the round of 16. But nah, Wendell had to lash out. Emotions running wild. You got to control the emotions here. As grown men, it's important you control your emotions. It's very important. It's imperative that you control your emotions. They lost it. Bam, went down to 10 men. Fought hard without any luck. And then with them overcommitting players, bam, counter-attacking goal by Angel Correa set up by Griezmann. And then Rodrigo De Paul to score a third. And then a consolation goal by Sergio Oliveira after Ivan Nilsson was fouled. I think Ivan Nilsson ran into one of his own players and then... But anyways, penalty. Consolation at most. Sergio Oliveira did not play well this season. He didn't. I could remember, was it last season or the season before, where Oliveira was, oh man, he was so good. I thought he was actually going to get a transfer to a bigger club. No disrespect to Porto, but I really thought Sergio Oliveira was on the move. But yeah, he was on the move. Down the pecking order. Because you have Sergio Oliveira coming off the bench. That's not a good sign. That is not a good sign. But Atleti, I have to say, I thought they were going to come last in the group, but they lucked out with the win. And Simeone, though, so distasteful. The way he behaves. It's entertaining, but relax, man. Relax, man. You lucked out. You barely got out the group. And you with these celebrations, man. With these, I just hope they draw fucking Bayern Munich the next round. Pardon my language. I hope you draw Bayern Munich, man. Seriously. Because I don't know why you gotta be behaving like that. I really don't know why you behaving like that. Simeone always with the antics, man. Always with the antics. But look, when backs against the wall, you got to give it to Atleti. When there's a scrap, they're most likely to come out on top, man. So for them, they could draw Manchester City. Ajax, Bayern Munich, Man United, I won't mind seeing that, Lille, or Juventus. Look, they played Juventus too many times. I don't want to see that. I want to see them against United. That'll be a good matchup. That'll be a really good matchup. We got some tasty matchups to come, you know. Real tasty matchups. And it brings us to the group winners here. Liverpool. Sensible decision made by Klopp, in my opinion, with the exception of the Salah and Mane starting here. I don't agree with starting these guys. I really don't think it was the wisest decision to start them. You check the bench. Let's check the bench. Let's see some alternatives. Keita back on the bench. Gomez back from injury. Play some of the youngsters, man. Play some of the youngsters. Play the youngsters. You see what I mean? Maybe play Naby Keita in the center and push Oxlade-Chamberlain on the wing. Push Minamino on the wing. And play the youngsters in the midfield. You know what I mean? Play Tyler Martin along with Naby Keita and another play some youngsters, man. I think it was too risky of a game where you didn't need to win to play Mane and Salah, who's been in good form. So not like if they need matches to actually get in form. It wasn't the right decision in my opinion. But they got lucky. They didn't pick up injuries. They really didn't. Salah got on the score sheet. Mane was involved for the Origi goal, I could recall. Yeah, if I'm getting that. Mane shot deflected, Origi, you know, not deflected, but saved, parried. Liverpool, they didn't even, I don't think they tried very, very hard. They overexerted themselves for this game. Tsimikas, Phillips, you know what I mean, Nico Williams, Tyler Martin, Minamino, who was very sloppy. The goal scored by Tomori, Minamino with the mistake. Alisson not really expecting and anticipating the ball, and Tomori the beneficiary here. I think Milan put out a good team with the effort to actually win the game, something that they needed to do. They failed miserably. They didn't look good at all. They did not look good. And for a team that's making a comeback to the Champions League after a lengthy hiatus, for former Champions League winner and all, they look like a team, to be completely honest, that belongs in the Conference League. Conference League football, man. Kessié, I remember him like these guys did not play well at all. They didn't play well. Zlatan, yeah. Didn't play well, man. They didn't play well. But look, Tomori in the 29th, Salah in the 36th, and then Divock Origi scored in back-to-back games. He's Liverpool's fans' favorite player at the moment. Scored a clutch goal against Wolves, and now the winner against AC Milan. So Divock Origi can't do anything wrong right now. And look, Klopp might actually be in, lucky man here right now with Divock Origi picking form, because let's say for the African Cup of Nations, right? Salah Mane leaves, Keita leaves. Divock Origi step in. Firmino could be fit again. So the front line could be Divock Origi, Firmino, and Jota, right? One of them with Origi maybe pushing wide, right? You have a Minamino to step in. You have maybe a Curtis Jones to come back. You have Nico Williams to be involved a bit more. So Liverpool, who knows? You guys might just be all right. Plus, I ran into an article that Liverpool are applying for Salah and Mane to go to the African Cup of Nations a bit late, because according to tournament rules, teams are supposed to have their players there, I think, 14 days in advance, if I'm not mistaken. That's 2 weeks. And from the 9th, that means they'll miss games the 28th, the match on the 28th and the match on the 2nd against Chelsea. So, yeah, and I ran into an article that the AFCON could be brought forward as well to the 3rd, so it won't clash with the Club World Cup. So, let us see, man. Let us see. Let us see what happens. Let us see what happens. But quality performance in the Champions League this season for Liverpool really proved me wrong. Did not think they would go on to get all 18 points. Didn't think they would be this convincing, but they did. They did the damn thing. You feel me? Perfect, 1000%, and no faults here. No flawless. Almost. Not really. Not really. There's probably weaknesses that, Liverpool need to work on during the groups, things that they didn't do perfectly in the group stages, but the points tally do not indicate that. They go into the round of 16. Who would Liverpool want to play in the round of 16? Liverpool fans, talk to me. Do you want PSG this early? Do you want them? Or do you want a pushover? Do you want Sporting? Or do you want Inter? What do you think you'll manage? Benfica, you're going to push them over. Atalanta, Villarreal, you never know, but with Atalanta, that'll be a tricky one, but yeah, you push over those teams. Salzburg, you push them over. You push it. I think Liverpool would get a nice draw. I think they'll get a nice draw. They would want to avoid PSG that early. Definitely want to avoid PSG. But I think all of the other teams are like really sweet draws, man. All of them. Every single one of them, man. Every one of them. So I think Liverpool will get to the quarterfinals of the Champions League this season. If they avoid PSG. But Liverpool fans would say, yeah, we'll handle PSG. They ain't nothing hard to deal with. But quarterfinals, I think Liverpool would definitely get to. And then we'll assess things from there. We're not going to jump the gun. We won't. We won't. But that's my thoughts on Group B, the so-called group of death. Let me know yours.